Billie Eilish goes off as Nat Wolff drops terrible news on relationship. The internet was not ready for what happened that night. It all started quietly, too quietly. For weeks, fans had been noticing something strange between Billie Eilish and Nat Wolff. The couple, once inseparable, had suddenly gone low key. No more late night sightings, no more cozy Instagram moments, no subtle hints, just silence. At first, fans brushed it off. Maybe they're just keeping things private. But deep down, something felt off. It was a calm evening in Los Angeles. Billy was reportedly at home, working on new music, something emotional, raw, and deeply personal. Sources say she had been pouring her heart into lyrics that hinted at distance, trust, and fear of losing someone. Meanwhile, Nat was across town, and that's when it happened. According to insiders, Nat made a decision, one that would shake their relationship to its core. He sent a message, not a call, not a visit, a message, cold, direct, unexpected. Billy opened her phone and everything changed in an instant. Nat's message was short but devastating. I think we need space. I can't keep pretending everything is okay. Those words hit like a storm. At first, Billy didn't respond. She just stared at the screen, rereading it over and over again, trying to understand how things had gone from love to distance so quickly. Then, the emotions hit. Billy goes off. Witnesses say Billy didn't just get upset, she exploded. Not in public, but in a deeply emotional, raw, and unforgettable way. She reportedly threw her phone onto the couch, pacing the room, tears already forming in her eyes. Pretending? She allegedly said, pretending what? Her voice cracked with a mix of anger and heartbreak. For Billy, this wasn't just a message, it felt like a betrayal. How could someone she trusted, someone she let into her world, suddenly pull away like this? Moments later, Billy picked up her phone again, and this time she responded, but not calmly. Her reply was said to be long, emotional, and filled with everything she had been holding in. The late nights she stayed up worrying about him, the effort she put into making things work, the love she thought they both shared. You don't just walk away like this, she reportedly wrote, not after everything. But Nat didn't reply immediately, and that silence, it made everything worse. While Billy was dealing with the emotional shock, sources close to Nat revealed something surprising. Nat hadn't been okay for a while. Behind the scenes, he had reportedly been struggling with the pressure of the relationship, the attention, the expectations, and the intensity of being connected to someone as globally recognized as Billie Eilish. He felt like he was losing himself, one insider claimed. To him, asking for space wasn't meant to hurt Billy, it was meant to protect himself. But the way he did it, that's what changed everything. Hours later, Nat finally showed up, and that's when things reached their peak. Billy opened the door, and the tension was immediate. No smiles, no hugs, just silence. Then Billy spoke. You couldn't even call me? Her voice was steady, but her eyes told a different story. Ned tried to explain, but every word seemed to make things worse. I didn't want to hurt you, he said. Billy shook her head. But you did. What followed was an emotional back and forth that lasted for hours. Billy expressing her pain and disbelief, not trying to explain his need for space. Both of them realizing they weren't on the same page anymore. At one point, Billy reportedly said something that left the room completely silent. She said, maybe you are not the person I thought you were. That hit hard, even for Nat. By the time Nat left that night, nothing was the same. No official breakup, no clear resolution, just distance. The next day, fans noticed something major. Billy stopped liking Nat's post. Nat went completely silent on social media, and both of them avoided any public appearance together. The speculation exploded instantly. Are they over? What happened between them? Why does Billy look so upset lately? Days later, Billy previewed a new song, and fans immediately connected the dots. The lyrics? You said you needed space, but you left me in pieces, she said. That one line was enough. The internet went why. As of now, neither Billy or Nat has officially confirmed anything, but one thing is clear. That message changed everything. What once looked like a strong, growing relationship is now hanging by a thread, and fans are left wondering, is this just a break or the beginning of the end? Sometimes it's not the big fights that break relationships, it's the quiet decisions, the unexpected messages, the words you never saw coming. And for Billie, this was one of the most moments she may never forget. Billie Eilish goes off as Nat Wolff drops terrible news on their relationship. The night started like any other, so quiet. Inside a dimly lit studio in Los Angeles, Billie Eilish sat cross-legged on the couch, her phone resting beside her, a half-finished melody playing softly in the background. She had been working for hours, but something felt off, that strange gut feeling, the kind you can't explain, but you know it means something is about to change. And then her phone burst, a message from Nat. At first she smiled. Just seeing his name still did something to her, but the moment she opened the text, the smile disappeared. We need to talk. I can't do this anymore. Her heart dropped. Billy stared at the screen, rereading the message over and over, like maybe, just maybe, it would say something different the next time. But it didn't. Her breathing grew heavier. Her fingers trembled slightly as they typed back. What do you mean you can't do this anymore? Minutes passed. No response. And the silence, it was louder than anything. By the time Nat finally replied, Billy was no longer calm. I think we have grown apart. I don't feel the same anymore. That was it. That was the message that broke everything. Billy shot up from the couch, pacing back and forth, her emotions spiraling out of control. Are you serious right now? She said.